Okay guys, this is the second product from these guys that I reviewed from the company Fucare. This is called the Gemini. The first product was a scooter, kind of a cheapy scooter. I was not impressed. This bike, the Gemini, I am very much impressed. It is an awesome bike. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Excited to show you what it can do. Let's kick off the review with a speed test. Got a lot of power here, a 750 watt brushless gear hub motor, and that is powered by two 48 volt batteries. It takes 4 to 6 hours for a recharge. And then on the battery, you got an on-off switch and a battery level readout. Now they say that power can take a rider up to 29 miles per hour. I got a flat stretch of road and a full charge on the bike, so let's see how fast it can go. Okay, pedal assist 1, top speed of 8 miles an hour. 2 is 13, 3 is 18, 4 is 22, and 5 is 24. Gonna turn around and do the throttle now. All right, with the throttle, that's a top speed of 28 miles per hour. Gonna show you how long it takes to get to 20 miles per hour on both pedal assist level 5 and straight throttle. Here we go. So within just over a revolution, the power kicks on. A little bit of a delay there, but it ramps up pretty quick. And there is 20. And now straight throttle. Here we go. Ooh, that is immediate and pretty abrupt. Kind of threw me back a little bit. Always good. And this is half a block. Coming up to 3/4 of a block, and there's 20. The Gemini has a range rating of 40 to 80 miles. Gonna do 2 range tests. 1 easy riding without a lot of stop and go on flat terrain. The second with much harder riding with a lot more elevation gain and a lot more stop and go. Okay guys, I'm on the range test, so let me tell you about the bike. Normally these step-through bikes don't have the best balance because you don't have 2 bars connecting the front to the back of the bike. But for this one, I can actually ride without hands really easy. It's one of the best step-through bikes for balance that I've reviewed. I've got this close to 40 miles per hour coming down a hill. The road was quite bumpy, so I didn't dare go faster than that. But if you like to go fast, it can handle those higher speeds, 35 miles per hour plus, very well. They've also got the dual batteries, so there's weight towards the front and the rear of the bike. When you're lifting up or when you're climbing on these style of bikes, it's very easy to pop up the front wheel. You don't have that with this. That front battery adds weight to the front of the bike and gives it a nice balance. I like the balance too when standing up. It's very stable when I'm higher up like this. I also like the way this handles. It's actually really fun to drive. It reminds me of a moped style type of a bike. The noise is a little bit louder than your typical bike, so I'm just coasting now. I'll just let you listen to it. This is on speed mode 5 on flat road. You can hear it come off and come on. So overall, there's nothing that's shaking or vibrating. It's a very solid and sturdy bike. Off to a good start. I've lost 1 battery bar. I've hit 12.46 miles. All right, so let me dive into the geometry of the bike. It has a rider size rating of 5'3" to 6'3". I'm 5'11". I've got the seat raised almost to the highest position, and it is nice and comfortable for me. I classify these bikes as sightseeing bikes because the posture, you're just straight up and down like you're sitting in a chair. Okay, 2 battery bars gone, and I've hit 22.70 miles. Well, diving into the cockpits, you got BMX style handlebars. Now there are 4 bolts here, so you can rotate those handlebars either front or back, give you a little bit more room in the cockpit if you want. The grips are fantastic. They're stationary, wing tipped, and feel very, very nice. You got a standard 7-speed Shimano shifter, 7 to 1, 1 push, coming back up is 1 at a time. I like the size of the saddle. It's wide, fairly comfortable, and there's shocks underneath. Moving on down, you got Innova 20x4-inch urban fat tires. They're taking all the smaller vibrations out of this bumpy road. And then you got a front fork suspension. I'm not sure what the travel on that is, but you can lock it out. At 20 to 25 miles per hour, it can handle most bumps and cracks pretty well. I lost 3 battery bars. I've got 2 left, and I've gone 32.77 miles. I want to talk about the pedal assist and throttle sensitivity. I'm on pedal assist level 1 on gear 7. A lot of resistance in the cranks. I'm probably about 60 RPM, so doing a bunch of the work. On pedal assist 2, gear 7. I'm just below my cadence, probably around 63, 64. On pedal assist 3, gear 7, I'm at my cadence of 70 RPM. A bike has completely taken over. I feel 0 resistance in the cranks. On pedal assist level 5, going about 20 miles per hour. If I stop pedaling, there's about a 1/4 second delay before the power cuts off. And going 20, and I begin to pedal, here's 1, 2, about a 1.5 revolution before the power comes back on. There's a little bit longer of a delay there than I'd like to see for a bike in this price range. Now with the throttle, you have about 3/4 of an inch before it engages, and when it does engage, it's pretty abrupt. It's kind of hard to maintain a certain speed. It is one of those all or nothing type of a throttles. Going 15 miles an hour, if I release it, instantly cuts out, re-engage. There's a slight delay before the power comes on, and when it does, it goes. It gets up and goes nice and fast. All right, down to my last battery bar. I've gone 38.89 miles. All right, the first range test is over, and oh, I'm in love with this bike. This is insane. My app recorded over 43 miles with almost 1,700 feet elevation gain, which is, that's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna charge it back up, ride it a little bit harder for this next test, find some more hilly terrain, a lot more stop and go, and see what I get this time. Lost the first battery bar, and I've gone 5.22 miles. 2 battery bars gone, and I've hit 13.23 miles. 3 battery bars gone, and I've hit 21.75 miles. Down to my last battery bar, and I've gone 25.80 miles. The second race test is over. My app recorded over 30 miles with just over 1,500 feet elevation gain. So riding the bike hard, lots of stop and go, some good elevation, 30 miles, that is awesome. The bike's got a hill rating of up to 30% grade, and the motor produces 80 Newton meters of torque. It's hill climbing time. I've got a full charge on the bike. This is about anywhere from 15 to 18% grade hill, and it's quite long. It's about a half a mile long. Starting to climb here. I am pedaling a little bit, so I'm on the highest gear. I'm starting to feel some resistance now. Not too bad. The bike's doing probably 80–90% of the work. Just holding at 12 miles an hour. Okay, last big stretch of the hill. This is the steepest section. Quickly dying on me here, down to 10, and we're pretty much there. So yeah, I'm actually very happy with the climbing ability of this. That made light work of that hill. And last but not least, you got Logan hydraulic brakes. Time to see how well they work coming down the same hill I just went up for the hill test. Okay, get some speed here coming down the same hill. So just some light braking. Yeah, that's smooth. No pulsating, no shaking. Go a little faster here, do a hard brake. Once you hit about 25, see how stable that feels. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that is abrupt. That back wheel was sliding out a little bit and skid probably a good 25–30 feet. So very stable braking at that speed coming down the hill. That's awesome. Okay, let me run you through the LCD screen and control pad. On the left is the control pad. Kind of cool looking. I like the design of that. You got plus and minus to change the pedal assist level. Hold down the minus button for the walk assist. On the right are the lights. The headlight's kind of cheap looking and filling, but works. Tail light does light up. It's integrated into the rear rack. Hit the I button to scroll through different readouts. Hold down the plus and minus to access the P menu, and then use the plus and minus to scroll through the different P options, and then use the I button to change those options. And then they do have a flick bell that I've just pushed down to the side, and that works pretty good. The Gemini has an IP65 waterproof rating, a 1-year warranty, and free shipping in the lower 48. Now overall, I was a big fan of the Gemini. It is a solid bike. The range, especially when going fast with some elevation of 1,500 feet climb elevation gain, that really impressed me. This is a killer bike. If you want to pick it up, I got the link in the description. Also, be sure to check out my website, electricrevolutionreviews.com. There you can find all my reviews sorted by price and capability. Hit that like button before you go, and please subscribe for the latest in electric bike, board, and scooter reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, my ride is here. How you doing?
How's it going, man?
That was good timing.